We must rise early to daven properly. We commanded to daven chakras by a certain time, the morning prayers by a certain time. We have a time limit on when we can say Shema, on when we can do Shemon Esrei. We don't have all day to do these things. And in this week's Parsha, we sort of learn why that is. We have an example here of Balaam, a non-Jewish prophet who goes to curse the Jews at the behest of Balak. Balaam thinks that he's going to get the best of the Jews and show that he is more determined to curse the Jews than the Jews are to do a mitzvah to Hashem. So Balaam gets up early. He puts his own saddle on his own she-donkey, something that is below his stature, all in an effort to show that he's up before the Jews and more committed to his act. Hashem says to him, "You wicked person, Abraham Avinu did the same thing that you did, except earlier. And he did it in order to do a mitzvah. By the time Balaam got up, Abraham Avinu was ready to set out on his path. He went to the Akedah to bind Isaac on the mountain, to commit Hashem's word, his command. It also says in this week's Parsha, in 23:24, "Behold, the people will arise like a lion cub." Rashi says, they strengthen themselves like a lion cub. A lion sees a mitzvahs. So we see from here, we learn from here, that a mitzvah which is grabbed, which is brought in and done at that moment, no matter where you are, is so much more, gets so much more merit in heaven, to Hashem, than you would have waited till you got home to do it in a safe place. Because you might come to pass up the time to be able to do that mitzvah, and you do not want to pass up a chance to serve Hashem in any way, shape, or form. But Moshe Feinstein goes on and says that the attitude evinced by such behavior is superior to all other ways one can enhance the performance of a mitzvah. He also said the lesson we learn from here, from these two examples, is that if we see our people devote themselves to their own mundane affairs and to committing sins, we should be aware that Hashem would demand of us to devote ourselves to Torah and mitzvahs in direct proportion. What's he saying there? We have to rise to the occasion, rise early in the morning, to do a mitzvah to Hashem, to learn Torah, to daven, to everything that we can to serve Hashem, in the same manner that the secular world goes out and grabs what they do. Grabs all the affairs that they do, that they go drinking early in the morning, late at night. We should do the same thing in the form of mitzvah. We are people of Hashem. We are servants of Hashem. And because of that, we have to live by example. We cannot be lazy in our devotion to Hashem. If we are lazy, we will lose on our devotion. eventually we will not be devoted at all to Hashem, and we'll care more about the secular world and all it offers in evil. My bracha to those watching today and listening is that you merit to have the strength and the devotion to rise early, to grab the bull by the horns, as they say, to bring that mitzvah in and do it right away. That you will continue to be an Eved Hashem because of it, a servant of Hashem, because of doing that mitzvah and how you did the mitzvah. May, by doing this, you increase your Ahavas Hashem, your love of Hashem. And may you do this until 120. May we continue to only see Nachas and Simchas. May we all grow to be 120 and to grow in the ways of Torah and mitzvos, and to not be like Balaam, who went against the Jews and tried to curse them, but Hashem would not let them. We cannot be cursed. We are God's chosen people, and no matter what, we will be saved by at least one person out there. There's always one good person in each generation who does everything perfectly right. We all have that ability to be that person. What will you do in your time that you have left on this world to make sure that that person is you? Have a good Shabbos, a beautiful weekend, and I'll see you next week.